my world. The world of Insomnia. Let's give them a new beat. Insomnia.
Hi Ferry, and thank you for joining me here tonight on Insomnia. I am very proud to have you as a guest, and it is an honor for everyone to hear what one of the world's leading EDM artists has to say. So let's start with the typicals. How long are you in the EDM industry, and what made you start?
Well, I've been in the EDM industry for 20 years now. I've recently celebrated my 20 years anniversary. So it's been quite a long time. When I say 20 years, the first how many years obviously were more as a hobbyist, but already releasing tracks, releasing records. And I would say for about 13, 14 years on a more professional level. What made me start was just the sheer love for the music, and still today, you know, it's just something that I'm very passionate about, and not just my own style that people, you know, like to put me in the trance. I just love EDM in general, and yeah, that is what made me start.
How would you describe your music style today, both as an artist and as a DJ?
I would describe my style of music. I would say it's trance with an edge. It's definitely trancey, but you never know really what to expect from me. You know, on the one hand, it could be a full-on in-your-face trance track. On the other hand, it could be a more housey type of track with a trance vibe. So, and you know, the way that I describe this is, I think that goes for me as a DJ as well. That's the way I play.
Okay, very nice. Now tell us about your new album WKND. What should we expect in this one? I know that in every new album you do, there is a clear evolution in the sound, with a huge impact to most of the artists and DJs, like what LEF did. What is the next fancy trend in the sound emerging from this album?
I really don't know what would be the next trend. I think only time can tell. Weekend is all about, you know, as the word says, the weekend. What do we want in the weekend? We don't want headaches. We want a good time, smile on your face. So that's why this whole album has a lot of positive vibes on it. It's a feel-good album, and the style ranges from a more housey type of trance. Basically, what I just described, what I play as a DJ, and how I see myself as an artist. Housey type of trance to the more uplifting stuff, up-tempo stuff, I should say. But everything with a real feel-good vibe. And I think this album is also a reflection of what's going on today, and what probably will evolve even more in the future is music styles coming together again. You know, house is borrowing a lot of stuff from trance, and the other way around right now. Definitely, what you hear in the trance scene a lot right now is the tempo dropping. So you know, it's very normal to play tracks that are 130 BPM, 128, and the same thing is with is the tempo of house music right now. So I think that's a great evolution, and that's where the album is stepping into right now.
In your previous album there was a track called Cubicated, which clearly showed your influence from the old school era. Are there any more pleasant surprises like this one in WKND?
Well, in 1996 I produced a track under Moonman, which was titled Don't Be Afraid. And yeah, I've been thinking about doing something with that for actually quite a long time already. And you know, it was actually really one of the first blueprints of the typical trance tracks with a big riff and a big breakdown. So for this album, I dusted it off. I reworked the track, gave it a 2012 look and feel, and it's very powerful, in your face, sort of a festival track right now. But it's based on a 1996 classic.
Great, looking forward to it. 2012 starts with a rush coming from your way. New album, launch party on March 10th, great collaborations. What should we expect from you in this year?
Obviously, with the release of Weekend, I'm gonna focus a lot on the album this year. Every show will get a sort of a showcase of what Weekend is all about. And those showcases I will most likely do in the setting of my own concept, Full On Ferry, which had its success last year in Ibiza, and based on last year's season, we've been able to to sell the concept worldwide right now. We're actually touring with, gonna start touring this year with Full On Ferry. We have shows planned in Asia, in Australia, in Europe, and we're just about to close a couple of shows in the States. So I guess all the focus is on Weekend as well as Full On Ferry.
Superb. Now, tell us your opinion about the EDM industry today. Many people think that music is moving on a very high speed, which makes tracks and performances to fade quicker than a few years ago.
I totally agree with you that music has become way more disposable right now, and that's the sad thing of the new sort of era, the new industry. I think a great part has to do with internet, with YouTube, with with everything that's available so quickly, and sort of like the anticipation and the span of focus on one record is a lot shorter nowadays. I think it's a bit of a waste. It's too bad, but it's something that's inevitable, and you can only deal with it accordingly, and don't fight it. It is what it is.
You are one of the most respected pioneers of trance music and the Dutch scene specifically. What is your opinion about the music genres and the way they get so much mixed up today? Do you think that trance music is not what we used to know all these years?
I honestly love mixing up genres. I've always done it ever since I released System F Out of the Blue. If you listen to the album Out of the Blue, it already had some electro tracks on it, even though people really thought it was all trance. So I've always been a big supporter of genres mixing. If you see where we come from, all of us, we just come from one genre, which was house, and that's split up over time in techno and trance and house itself and other genres. I think we're going back there, and obviously there will always be the more pure forms of music. There will be a pure form of trance that will always exist. There will be a pure form of techno, a pure form of house. And in the meantime, there's all this other stuff that is just intertwined, and which is great for DJs like myself, who's always looking to push his own boundaries. I can play a house track which sounds somewhat trancey in my set in the beginning, and I can still play my old stuff that is 140 BPM full on trance, in the same set. And without the blending of styles, that would not be possible.
Ferry, Armin, Tiesto, these names have been dominating the trance scene for more than 15 years, and all three of you came from Holland. How do you comment on the fact that Dutch DJs have such a success in this genre?
When you come from Holland, you're basically surrounded by a couple of really strong music scenes, like the Scandinavian scene, the German scene, then you get the French and Belgian scene, and the UK scene. And I think we just get the best of whatever is around us, and put it in a big blender, and there's the typical Dutch sound. I also know that Italo disco was very big here in the 80s, and obviously that's a very melodic type of music. DJ wise, I don't know. When I'm on the road, I always hear that the Dutch DJs are very easy to approach. We always seem to take time to take a photograph with or shake hands with some fans or do autographs. And that really seems to work really well, you know. So yeah, that's all I can say really.
Now let's talk about the Corsten's Countdown 250. That's a milestone show for you. Tell us what we will enjoy on this one and what is next for your show through the next years.
Well, Corsten's Countdown 250 is going to be a special day. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you anything right now because I'm going to announce everything soon enough in Corsten's Countdown. And concept-wise, we recently changed the concept a little bit. It's still all about the votes from the listeners. As a listener, you can vote for your favorite track out of the 10 tracks that I just played. But Previously, I would always play 10 tracks every week, and then the last week of the month you could vote for the top 10 best tracks of the month. We kind of changed the formula a little bit. Right now, I actually present 7 new tracks, plus the top 3 most voted tracks of the previous week. So that makes 10 tracks again, and out of those 10 tracks you can vote for your favorite tracks as well. So it could really happen that for an X amount of weeks a track stays number 1, and this way, you know, there's a good chance that you as a listener can really help building the success of a track. So that's the concept now, and yeah, I think we'll keep this concept for a while.
What are your next big events? Which one are you mostly looking forward to play to?
Well, soon enough the summer season will start again. All the big festivals will be there again. Ibiza, obviously. So as I said before, full on Ferry. We're gonna go back to Ibiza this year again. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that, because last year was an amazing vibe, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing that vibe again. Some of the festivals in America I'm really looking forward to, because they're just out of control as well. So yeah, plenty of stuff ahead.
Greek people have the utmost respect for you. I know that for sure. I know you have been here several times. Is there something scheduled for us here in Greece in the near future?
Well, at this point we're still filling up the agenda, especially for the summer season. Greece, as far as I can see right now, is not part of it yet, but there have been some requests, and we're definitely looking at it. So I would love to go back to Greece again.
Greece is going through a rough time with all the debt crisis, the riots and the politics. What is your message to all your Greek fans here?
So what can I say? I hope that weekend will pull you guys through, or at least softens the blows a little bit, and hope for more prosperous times in the future soon.
Ferry, thank you very much for giving this interview to Insomnia. I wish you the best and a huge success to WKND release. Thank you very much once again for joining me here on Insomnia.
Yeah, I really enjoy it, honestly.
Be well.